With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Las Vegas.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 60, Trap 60.
They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he's going to step up and run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Franco 80, 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Warriors 70. 19 Lions.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Franco 80. Deputy. Cougar 19.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
18, 5 in. Dragon. Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Ready.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man is Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's another first down. I'm going to be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Thomas brings it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
Richardson going to move him around.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
On the jump.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Adonai Mitchell, 73 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Throw out wide to Walker. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
Okay, ready?
throwing here on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And the Raider first down.
Panther and left, Corey, 17.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there on 22.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. His throw caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Called at a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Walker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Raiders got to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Richardson working from the gun. He's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Come on. Hey, Mustang, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 6, 18, Rebel, 18, Rebel.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Buffalo Warriors, 17.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
That's good for a Las Vegas
79, trap 60, trap 60.
first and goal Raiders.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Richardson going to change the play here.
18, 6, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Rig alert, rig alert. Cougar 19, 65 cat, 65 cat.
Back to the air with Richardson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Richardson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Ken Walker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Tyler Luke to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And
you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Richardson. And down he goes. Brought down. Raiders sack.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. And Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Ravens 21. Joshua Hardy to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 7-18, Pioneers. Ready.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Thomas brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's a diving catch right side. Here's 3rd down and 4.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and 4.
Hawks, set, Panther 11, Panther, Dragon 60, Mustang 19. Buffalo, take off.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage. Turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And it's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
Hawk 70. Check. 60 Bobcat. 60. 19 tight. Trap 50. Trap 60.
Again, it's Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Now it's Richardson. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6.
79 Bronco. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Walker. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Walker once more. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown. On his loop for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Raiders 56, Ravens 28.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, break.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Let's go now.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Left 6, 79 Broncos. Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
63, Ravens 35.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 77 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to throw now on first down. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mustang 19. Go.
Back to throw. Richardson. And the Raiders have got him. Some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Richardson. And my goodness, another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Trap 60.
Richardson to throw off play action. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
70. Ravens 42. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team.